Yo guys, back to the channel, and this is the Vivo X300, a new compact flagship now available in global markets. So is this a fun-sized flagship you need in your life? Let's find out in our Vivo X300 review. Vivo released a new model of this year's X300 lineup, a smaller one. Besides the form factor, the Vivo X300 also packs an advanced camera system, including a 200 megapixel main cam and 50 megapixels selfie cam. And you get other goodies here too, a cutting-edge Dimensity chip, a large battery and fast charging, and a revamped OS which is new to the global market. While the X300 is smaller in hand than most phones, it's not that light, weighing in at 190 grams, and dominating the backside of the phone is the large round camera bump. The phone is rated at IP68 and IP69 against dust, water submersion and heated water jets. The display of the Vivo X300 is a 6.31-inch OLED with a high resolution and 120Hz refresh rate. The display looks nice, is sharp at 460 pixels per inch, and the bezels are quite thin. You have support for 10-bit color depth and HDR10 Plus video playback as well. The screen is also quite bright in auto brightness mode. We measured the boosting to a maximum of nearly 2000 nits. This is great for comfy use outdoors, in the sun, and the display refresh rate is extra adaptive, using 120Hz to smooth out swiping and scrolling. There is support for high frame rate gaming too, in certain game titles. For audio, the Vivo X300 has a pair of stereo speakers. They are under very good mark on our loudness test, but the sound quality is only average. The vocals are right and there is some bass, but the highs are lacking. You can wake up and unlock the phone with an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor under the display, and it works flawlessly. The X300 has an IR blaster you can use to control other appliances. The phone comes with 256 or 512 gigs or a whole terabyte of UFS 4.1 storage, and that's not expandable through microSD. Previously globally released Vivo phones used FunTouch OS, but the X300 runs something else. It's Origin OS, which was previously limited to the Chinese market. That's on top of Android 16, of course. It brings some changes in the visuals. These include touch-top icons and font and improved animations. Origin OS does a lot of things like Apple OS or iOS. For example, in the control center, the toggles are transparent and bubble-like, with bright end borders. Another iOS-inspired feature is something like the dynamic island. A black area appears around the selfie cutout and shows players Vivo has even made efforts to bridge the gap between his phones and iPhones. You can exchange files wirelessly between the two as long as you download a specific app onto that iPhone. First, speaking of connectivity, there's now a Vivo Connection Center which acts as a hub for all your various connectivity options. There are AI-powered pictures too, and proofreading and rewriting text, or even generating it from scratch. And there are a bunch of languages supported here. There are also AI-powered photo editing tools in the gallery which can do things like erase objects or expand photos to a wider field of view. The X300 is promised plenty of software support from Vivo, 5 major OS releases and 7 years of security patches. Behind all these features is MediaTek's latest and greatest flagship set, the Dimensity 9500, which promises a substantial leap over the previous generation, not just with the performance but also with the efficiency. In benchmarks, the Vivo X300 does a great job outperforming the previous model by significant margin, and is able to stand toe-to-toe with other new flagships running the latest Snapdragon chipset. There is plenty of power here for gaming and other heavy tasks. The thermal management is amazing, but it's expected in our prolonged stress test. The X300 throttled down its CPU performance to about 60, which is in line with other high-powered flagships. The Vivo X300 comes with different battery capacity depending on the market. In Europe is 5260, while elsewhere is 6040 and we have the larger one. This version of the X300 was able to score an excellent score of 17 hours and 31 minutes in the tests, and it's impressive. Considering the size of the phone supports up to 90-watt wire charging of the proper adapter bundled with it, where we got about the same speed, taking 50 minutes for a full charge. You can support for wireless charging and reverse wireless charging as well. Finally, we're on to the cameras. The X300 packs a 200 megapixel main camera, a 50 megapixel 3x telephoto zoom, and a 50 megapixel ultra-wide cam which has autofocus. Pictures look good and natural. The color rendition is punchy but not over the top, and you get reliable white balance. And the dynamic range is quite wide without becoming artificial looking. The camera also snaps excellent photos of people with good exposure, likeable skin tones, and well-developed facial features. In portraits, it is outstanding too, with pleasant and believable artificial bokeh. The 2x digital zoom photos from the main camera are solid. The detail was still good, and the rest of the qualities are just like the default 1x photos, and zoomed photos of people come out great too. The dynamic range is quite wide too. White balance is consistent and the colors are pleasant but slightly oversaturated. Zoom shots, the detail is great with mature and natural looking rendition of fine details and textures. The colors look quite nice. The zoom, as far as quality is concerned, you get a naturally focused background behind the subject. The zoom camera can also focus as close as 20 centimeters away. It can choose some pleasant close-up photos. Otherwise, great properties. The sharpness isn't on par with the 3x zoom, but it's not that bad, and the 10x zoom shots are planned to usable in many cases as long as there isn't a lot of fine detail like foliage. This come but smeared. At night, the telephoto camera is as capable as the main one, producing detailed photos with low noise, great contrast. The colors are still a notch over the top. Now the ultra-wide camera takes magnificent photos for this sort of camera with plenty of detail. Excellent sharpness, legible colors, high contrast, and good dynamic range. We like the nighttime multi-wide images, they are well exposed, there is enough detail. The Vivo X300 selfie cam is a big upgrade over last year's. It is 50 megapixels and has autofocus. It actually uses the same sensor as the ultra-wide selfies are superb. Detail was abundant, like the facial features are lifelike. The colors are vivid and the dynamic range is plenty wide. The X300 can shoot videos in 4K at 60 frames per second with all of its cameras, and the main cam can also do 4K 120 frames per second slow-mo. There's also support for tiny bit log recording. During the day, the main camera captures superb 4K videos. There's a lot of detail, good sharpness. Colors, the ultra-wide and default, look almost like they're taken with a tripod. Low-light videos are good from the main camera. There's a likeable rendition with good detail, exposure, lively colors, and wider range. And camera's videos are somewhat noisy but still usable. So there you have it, guys. The Vivo X300 is an enticing compact option for a flagship phone with a nice screen, good battery life, and great cameras. The speaker quality is just average, and you have to keep in mind the lower battery capacity for the European market. But besides those considerations, the X300 is a pocketable flagship that's definitely worth recommending. Thanks for watching, guys. A couple of other compact flagships you might consider are the Samsung Galaxy S25 and the Xiaomi 15. Let us know what you think down in the comments, like and subscribe as it comes free for you but helps the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Up till then, take care of yourself and each other. See ya.